They told you we were more connected than ever, that with just one tap, you could talk to anyone, learn anything, become someone. But no one warned you about the silent crisis behind the screens, the paradox that, in the age of unlimited access, we've never felt so disconnected. Strange, isn't it? More followers, fewer real friends, more productivity, less purpose. They call it progress, but something deep inside you knows something's missing. This isn't just about smartphones or social media. It's about a society obsessed with performance, drowning in dopamine hits and validation loops, yet starving for meaning. While everyone chases success, very few stop to ask, success at what cost? The real secret, the one nobody dares to say out loud, is that the very system promising freedom has quietly chained our minds. But here's the truth. Once you see the pattern, you can finally break it. And when you do, you don't just survive. In this modern chaos, you wake up, you reconnect, you lead, ready to find out what they've been hiding. It's almost ironic, isn't it? In an age where we carry supercomputers in our pockets and have access to more information than any generation in history, people feel more lost than ever. That's the paradox. Technology evolved, but our sense of purpose didn't keep up. Instead of clarity, we got overwhelmed. Instead of freedom, we got performance anxiety wrapped in productivity trackers. People used to wake up and wonder, what can I experience today? Now it's, what can I produce today to stay relevant? This is the silent shift. Byung-Chul Han warned us about the transformation of society into a giant self-monitoring machine. Everyone is their own boss and their own exploiter. You check your phone before brushing your teeth, and suddenly, you're behind on life. Take a look around. Someone is running a business, working a 9-to-5, managing 3 side hustles, and still feeling guilty for not going to the gym. We wear busy like a badge of honor, but behind it, emptiness, burnout, disguised as ambition. In this era of self-optimization, people are tired not from lack of time, but from lack of meaning, and that fatigue is just the beginning of something deeper. You can message someone across the globe in seconds, and yet, people feel lonelier than ever. That's the catch of the digital age: connection without presence. You scroll through filtered smiles and perfect vacations, thinking everyone's living better than you. But deep down, most of them are just as disconnected, just as tired of pretending. We've traded conversation for commentary, and it shows. Social media promised community, but delivered comparison. You post a photo, wait for likes, and call it engagement, but where's the depth? Where's the friend who shows up uninvited with coffee and silence? This modern isolation isn't about being physically alone, it's about feeling invisible in a crowd of digital noise. Real connection doesn't go viral, but it stays. Here's a practical truth. Deleting Instagram for a week might teach you more about yourself than a month of self-help books. Try it. Walk without your phone. Sit in silence. Write a letter instead of sending a text. The goal isn't to abandon technology, but to reclaim your humanity within it. And yet, even with all this awareness, something deeper still lingers. There's a big difference between choosing to be alone and feeling abandoned by the world. Solitude can be fertile space to breathe, to reflect, to listen to yourself without noise. But when imposed, it turns into emotional drought. And that's where many find themselves today, surrounded by people, yet starved for connection. The soul begins to whisper, "Is this all there is?" Carl Jung once said that those who look outside dream, but those who look inside awaken. And maybe that's exactly what this silent suffering is: an invitation to wake up, not just from the illusion of performance, but from the belief that our worth depends on what we show. True meaning begins in stillness, in the sacred discomfort of being with yourself. Start simple. Journal without filters. Sit under a tree without your headphones. Ask someone how they're really doing, and stay for the awkward pause. These aren't just spiritual cliches, they're tiny revolutions. And in a world chasing everything, sometimes the most radical thing you can do is pause. So, what will you do with all of this? Keep chasing the next notification, or finally pause. And listen to what your soul has been whispering for years. The emptiness isn't your enemy, it's an invitation. That modern isolation you feel, maybe it's just the beginning of a deeper reconnection with yourself, with others, with what truly matters. Have you ever stopped to consider that real freedom today might not be about having more, but about needing less? What if the peace you're chasing is hiding in the silence you've been avoiding? Think about it. What will you do differently today? What do you need to uninstall from your mind before you even touch your phone? Now, it's your turn. If this message challenged you, moved you, or made you think, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because here, we're going to keep exposing everything the system doesn't want you to see, and you deserve to be part of it.